Alright, speaking of cute, today we're going to be counting down the top 10 cutest characters in cartoons. So prepare your... yeah, those.
If cartoons are for kids, then how do you explain all this? You're about to watch Pony, and we're counting down our picks for the top 10 cartoon reviewers.
Today we're talking about Roly Poly Oly. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I've seen like 3 episodes of the show since I was 3.
For this list, we're looking at the YouTube channels that specialize primarily on cartoons of both new and old, kid-friendly and adult, and cartoon movies, while also giving analysis and theories. We're basing our choices on popularity, how well they know on animation, and history on specific cartoons, entertainment value, and overall audience approval. However, these channels must be cartoon exclusive, so channels like Channel Awesome and Watch Mojo are excluded. Also, all entries on this list must specialize in multiple cartoons, so My Little Pony reviewers or anime reviewers are for a different list.
How is that even possible? Is it because of people like me and Jim and other reviewers saying like, oh man, this is so bad? It isn't the worst animated movie I've seen, but it is the worst movie I've ever seen in theaters.
Number 10. PaleoSteno.
I don't get it.
Kicking off our list is someone more known in the Brony fandom, but rest assured, his channel isn't flooded with ponies. He's actually flooded with a lot of his podcast episodes that feature fellow reviewers Saber Spark, Tommy Oliver, and Hirosashi.
By J.G. Quintel, his next cartoon, the creator of Regular Show.
His movie reviews are well and short. He even made a video with channel Frederator. And while he is borderline breaking the cartoon exclusive rule, considering the amounts of animated videos compared to the non-animated videos, we'll make an exception.
And I'll see you next time. Bye.
Number 9. Stuff with Scout Fly. First off, we need to address the impressive collection of collectibles and toys this guy has. His presentation is great, and it shows that he is a huge animation nerd.
Keep making your shows, and for those that can watch, we still will, and we'll support you.
He constantly makes best of lists in countless categories. He constantly updates them too. Whenever he makes a top 5 list, he is always proving the reasoning and giving great reasons why he chose what he chose. Like one should always make a list.
Or on my list. This show is one of those things I'm just still baffled that it even really exists. I can't believe this thing was even made.
Keep up the great work.
Bye guys!
Number 8. The Mysterious Mr. Enter.
It is absolutely beautiful. First of all, it looks like they made all of the sparse snow with the spray paint tool in Microsoft Paint.
Constantly battling against a greater power, this man rises victorious against the animated atrocities. Definitely one of his best series, Animated Atrocities, is where he takes episodes or bad cartoon series and tears it apart. But not in the way you would think. Not ripping it apart like I Hate Everything fashion, but in a more detail-oriented fashion. Likewise, there's his opposite series, Admirable Animation, where he praises animations that deserve the praise.
Special that a show can not only be making good episodes this far in, but can still be improving and getting better this far in.
Number 7. The Round Table. A team consisting of Retro Nemo, Awestruck Voss, and Tom. These 3 take a more comedic taste on reviewing, especially in their editing.
Insufficient space on card. Alright, hold on. Doing this again!
And while Tom takes a more cheap approach, this series is more laid back, which is good in the analysis world. And Awestruck Voss mainly talks about Steven Universe in his series Crystal Clear. But these 3 make a great team, whether they tap into your nostalgia or theorize about the modern cartoons. Keep it up. After all, it's a very snazzy table.
I don't know, I feel like I would never wear that ever in my life. I don't know, she looks sad.
So who's gonna wear it?
I will.
Number 6. Valskabum 94. This guy is a busy guy, making videos from all sorts of cartoons. If you want a channel that will keep you updated with all the news, announcements, and feats that cartoons have done, this is your guy.
Now you might be wondering, why is all this happening? Why is Nickelodeon beating Cartoon Network so much?
He updates on new pilots, makes top 5 videos of many topics, and makes rants and issue videos that a lot of fans have wondered about.
I don't know what happened between then and now, but mindless sitcoms have taken over and there are very few noteworthy Nicktoons.
Though his style may be simple, he has very thorough explanations and formats.
Even back then, there were some moments that messed me up and I have no idea why I kept watching.
Number 5. Channel Frederator. Now I know what you're thinking. Why is Channel Frederator number 5 on the list? Well, it's mostly because originally we didn't want Channel Frederator on this list. They are a full production studio with writers, editors, and actors. They would definitely take the number 1 spot right off the bat.
And remember, what?
Frederator loves you! Actually, Frederator really does love you.
However, they're still too good to not be on this specific list. We do have to balance out the quality and engagement of their videos, which land them on number 5. They have awesome series like Cartoon Conspiracy, 107 Facts, about so many cartoons, and of course, Tuned Up. It's nothing too much, Channel Frederator, I just can't show favoritism.
3 ka-chows out of 5.
Number 4. Saber Spark. Fairly new to the cartoon reviewer scene, Saber Spark makes awesome videos about cartoon controversies. Why Pixar is failing? What ruined Nickelodeon? Are fandoms a good thing? And is clickbait bad? Spoiler alert, yes.
Pitched the idea to Nickelodeon, and they turned it down. Rumor says that they passed on it and decided to go with Fanboy and Chum Chum instead.
His top 10s are good, and while he may tackle more on modern cartoons, he has the knowledge of watching animations for years. And when it comes to those controversial videos, he gives really interesting points and facts that really engages the viewer.
I am all for creative freedom and speech, but these videos are not that. Not by a long shot.
Number 3. Phantom Strider. You could probably recognize this channel from his thumbnails and interesting top 10s. But if you want to hear a guy with an accent go all out on terrible shows, look no further.
In fact, the original DVD was so horribly awful that they didn't even feel confident selling it on its own. It was packaged with a bunch of Warner Brothers cartoons because they knew they should be paying you to see this movie.
Accent aside, he has great points and makes very agreeable top 10s. And while he doesn't really make anything else besides top 10 lists, you can see he puts a lot of effort into them. They are super catchy and really keep your attention. But hey, it's just his silly opinion.
Why do I suddenly feel like petting a kitten?
Number 2. RebelTaxi. What happens when you combine snarky jokes, a love for cartoons, and an endless collection of old school infomercials? You get RebelTaxi. RebelTaxi makes some of the best top 10s and 5s when it comes to cartoons, especially in the 90s to modern era. His reviews about movies and TV shows are really in-depth, whether they are for better or for worse.
Released on 9/9/2009, was the 9iest movie ever made. More 9 than District 9, Triple 9, Deep Space 9, Plan 9, Mighty Number 9.
And just the amount of research this guy does is impressive. But just a note, this guy tends to swear.
I can't believe this. Vegans nearly killed Scooby-Doo but failed. And they could have gotten away with it too had they not been drinking half and half. Thanks for nothing.
Number 1. Lunes.
Oh, hi.
Chad from Lunes is a genius. This guy really knows his cartoons, from Hanna-Barbera to the modern shows and movies. Chad looks at everything: morals, animation, story, characters, and much, much more. He has shown knockoff movies that were surprisingly good, and remarks when videos become too spoilerish.
As Mabel and Dipper explore the various mysteries of Gravity Falls, you can always count on Mabel's positive outlook and just pure absurdity to keep things fun.
Aside from the usual top 10, reviews, and analysis videos, he is also a great artist. That lets him make these series of videos where he redraws cartoon characters into something else or of a different style. Chad and Gretel, you do what you do. Do you agree with our list?
Wouldn't you say so, Gretel?
I would indeed.
Who are your favorite animation gurus? Let us know in the comments below, but for more top 10s posted every week, be sure to subscribe and check out WatchPony.com for more. Thank you for watching, and you may now look away.
I suppose it wasn't meant to be. I guess my journey continues.
Y'all, take this.